It started with pretend love. As the protagonist traverses around this lie, she realizes that true love is here all along. Lover Pretend has a great premise that a lot of people are familiar with. If you're interested in a slice of life and a work setting Otome, then this game might just be for you. Lover Pretend shows a peek to the film industry where connections matter in showing you the window of opportunity, but it's your talent that will get you far. In most roots, we see our protagonist blossom in her scriptwriting skills as she experiences love and loss. Before I start, just a gentle reminder that this is an Otome review and there will be minor spoilers. So let's dive in. Lover Pretend starts with our heroine Chiyuki, a literature college student being offered a part-time job by her mentor to be an assistant scriptwriter in an upcoming film. While she had doubts initially, she ultimately accepted it with another goal in mind, and that is to find out who her father is. You see, this film happens to be connected to the single lead left to her by her grandmother. And in this journey to find her father, her place in this world, and maybe even her own identity, she gets close to the love interest who also work in this film. Kazuma is the heroine's ever-reliable, funny, and energetic childhood friend. His route was so enjoyable and funny that I couldn't stop laughing. You can see how much the heroine depends on him. He is voiced by Furukawa Makoto, known for his work as Crius from Even If Tempest, Yoritomo from Birushana Senki, and Alan from Cupid Parasite. In the common route, you can see how Chiyuki cherishes him but only sees him as a family initially. He's the only one she's got since the passing of her grandmother. But as you go through his route, you'll see that there's definitely more than friendship there and you will learn to understand his insecurities. I find the script written by Chiyuki about them very adorable. Yukito looks like your stereotypical playboy flirt on the surface, but behind that smile is someone who is in a very complicated situation. The script made for him by the heroine is very interesting and thought-provoking, and that is the heroine's perspective of him. He is voiced by Suzuki Tatsuhisa, known for his work as Alan Stewart from Hamefura, Akuro from Dairok, and Ranmaru from Otome. Conversations between him and the heroine are very entertaining. I especially like their banters and retards, and from time to time I also sigh alongside Chiyuki with whatever antics Yukito is up to. But as an outside, we get to see Chiyuki being a tsundere. I didn't expect to enjoy his route that much, but with how observant and creative Yukito is, his route is actually a very fun ride. Harumi is your colleague and sort of assistant partners initially. He was a bit cold at the start, but eventually you get to understand that he was just really socially awkward. He is voiced by Kawanishi Kengo, known for his work as Noritsune from Birushana Senki, Gen from Dr. Stone, and Muichiro from Demon Slayer. Even during the common route, we get to see glimpses of Harumi's hobbies, watching anime and collecting merch. While I do relate to him on some level, his route was a bit too hard to finish as it was tugging on my personal anxieties. There was just so much going on in his route, just when you think a problem is finally over, another one crops up. I'm just glad that things ended on a happy note. That said, Harumi's level of enthusiasm on his hobbies is definitely something that I enjoyed on his route. Riku is a second-generation actor that the heroine finds herself working with. I initially thought of him as stoic and aloof, but a people-pleaser when at work mode. That kind of contrast. Then, the course of the game, in any route, I could see that he actually has a soft spot for the Lover Pretend gang. He goes out of his way to help them, even though most of the time he just gets dragged by Yukito. He is voiced by Maino Tomowaki, known for his work as Lupin from Code Realize, Sanju from Color Malice, and Red from Taisho Alice. He gets a bit aggressive in his route. Unfortunately, it's not as playful as with Yukito's route. It's a bit more serious and tense, but I do like the unexpected side of him, the side that only the heroine knows. Asagi-sensei is the mentor of our heroine. He is kind and understanding, but honestly a bit sus. He is voiced by Morikawa Toshiyuki, known for his work as Waka-sensei from Tokimemo 2, Onimare from Token Ranbu, and Olgar from Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk. There's a lot of twists in Asagi-sensei's route, and considering how short it is, it's just a blow-by-blow emotional revelations. His is the not-so-hidden route where there's progress and maybe even closure with regards to Chiyuki's pursuit of her father, as it did take a backseat in the other routes. That's all I can say without spoiling too much. I do have mixed feelings about him with the revelation if you look back into the other routes. The common route focuses on a summer camp where you can really feel the adrenaline, the tension, the teamwork, and it's no wonder that the cast grew close during that summer. For the route recommendation, you can start with any of the 4 guys, Kazuma, Yukito, Harumi, or Riku, with most of the revelations available only in Asagi-sensei's route, which can be unlocked after all 4 routes have been completed. One drawback of slice of life genres in any medium is that it has to be realistic and relatable to daily life in some level. And the realism part is one of the shortcomings of Lover Pretend, but don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the story and the characters. Pretending to be a lover of someone is already a trope that is way out there. I really enjoyed the Pretend Time gameplay. This is one of the unique features in Lover Pretend. There will be a timer and Chiyuki has to answer or react to various scenarios correctly. It was a mixture of excitement and anxiety, but I did have fun. The film setting of Lover Pretend makes sense and completely complements the Pretend gameplay. While Lover Pretend plays with different tropes and classic cliché plots, has the tendency to come off as a bit stereotypical. However, it does pull heartstrings when it matters. Star scores 20 out of 25. The love interests are really fun and memorable in their own way, albeit all of them has the secret side. Character scores 20 out of 25. I really enjoyed the cast. I feel that they are all fleshed out with their own agenda outside of just pushing the story forward. In Kirari's and older Nishijima-san's case, they are both unlikable and likable at the same time. They definitely have redeeming qualities that will still want to make you root for them. Even the faceless and nameless characters make the atmosphere have more tension without overstaying their welcome. I appreciate that the game almost always show before telling, and that is why I feel that the cast commentary works. They voice out what people would think if they were caught in those situations. Supporting cast scores 8 out of 10. Chiyuki is definitely one of the best heroines I've read so far. Given her circumstances, we can see how and why she is the way she is. While she is antisocial and has fear in men, her strong work ethic is second to none, and she always tries to look for the best in people. Chiyuki is definitely your independent woman type of girl, the type who wants to solve everything by herself, who just keeps everything in, and when forced to open up, she just spills everything. And what I like about her is she is aware of it herself and tries to be a better person. That said, Chiyuki's beats or deliveries are really funny no matter what route. But especially in Kazuma's route where they're like this comedic duo, I like how Chiyuki was in on the jokes and not just a bystander. Heroine scores 9 out of 10. The music, the BGM, and the SFX really reflects the slice of life vibes the game is going for. The tension is real during the Pretend gameplay. It was very on point. You can feel the panic in Chiyuki's headspace. The opening and ending themes are also fun to listen to. The opening song, aptly named Lover Pretend, is very upbeat and I really enjoyed how it complements the trailer. It tells you a story of what you can expect from the game in just a minute or so. In contrast, Hajimari no Uta, the ending song, is quite happy and mellow and conveys a feeling of beginnings. Music scores 7 out of 10. The art is gorgeous. Lover Pretend is definitely one of the prettiest Otome that has been localized. The lead artist is Fujirito, who also designed for Sympathy Kiss, while Natsume Uta did the chibis, who is known for their work in Amnesia and Color Malice chibis. The sprite, the background, the UI are mesmerizing and all on point, but it's the CGs that take the cake. It is consistently beautiful in all routes. You complete the CGs by doing both good and happy ends, so please consider doing the good ends as well. My favorite by far is Kazuma's good end CG. The surroundings are just chef's kiss. I am a merch collector, so I do prefer when our boys, the love interests, are gorgeous outside their personalities as well. Art scores 10 out of 10. The game is priced at about the average price of any Axis commercial title, but even with the art alone, I would already recommend this game. But to add to that, I believe that all the assets, the music, story, voices, and the additional gameplay, the price is just right. Value for price is 8 out of 10. Lover Pretend is a roller coaster of emotions. You'll find yourself laughing from their banters and retards, to sobbing from their emotional, heartfelt exchanges. The characters, the cast are very charismatic, but Chiyuki definitely takes the cake for being such a good girl and just an awesome person. Her headspace is full of wit, signs of a great aspiring scriptwriter. Lover Pretend scores 82. If you enjoy games with cute art and a heroine you want to root for, check out this video.